On a more cultural note, and the country's biggest literary prize has just been handed out. This year's winner of the prestigious Prix Goncourt is an author named Jean-Paul Dubois. Now, he is in good company. French icons including Marcel Proust, Simone de Beauvoir, and Marguerite Duras have already won that prize. Our Kathy Clifford is at the Drouin restaurant in Paris, where that award was just announced. She joins us from there. Kathy, first of all, tell us a bit more about the winning author and his book.
So Jean-Paul Dubois, he's a 69-year-old French author and journalist. He's written several novels. He's won a few prizes as well as this one, including the Prix Féminin back in 2004 for his book Une vie française. This book, Tous les hommes n'habitent pas le monde du même façon. You could translate roughly as not all men inhabit the world in the same way. The story centers around the central character of Paul, who's doing time in a jail in Montreal and sharing a very tiny cell with a murdering Hell's Angel type gangster. And there's a lot of mystery and suspense around Paul. We know he's hurt someone, we know he doesn't regret it, and the rest of the story unravels through flashbacks and stories about the prison in the present moment. It's a sad novel, but also a lot of humor in there, and I enjoyed it.
Kathy, tell us a bit more about the Goncourt Prize. I was mentioning some of those big names who've won it in the past, Simone de Beauvoir, Marcel Proust. What does it bring to an author?
So the Goncourt Prize, it dates back to 1903, and it's awarded every year since 1914. Here at the Drouin restaurant, you can see behind me a very famous historic restaurant in Paris, and decided by the jury, the Académie Goncourt, known as Les 10, or the 10, who have their own special room here in the restaurant, a very French combination of fine literature, gastronomic food, and debates, and they meet there once a month, and they go through this 3-round process to decide on the book every year. And once the prize is awarded, it does mean a lot in France. It brings mainly a huge boost in sales to authors. On average, it's thought to bring about 400,000 copies sold in the past few years to the average Goncourt Prize winner.
About Jean-Paul Dubois himself, does his choice come as a surprise, and is his book translated in English?
As far as I know, it's not been translated into English yet. I'm sure it will be, though. The surprise, a lot of people were expecting or speculating that Amélie Nothomb might win. She's a very, very well-known household name here in France. She releases a book every year, and they're always bestsellers. So a lot of people expecting her to win. In the end, Jean-Paul Dubois, who has actually also been selling very well. He's already sold some 40,000 copies of this book, and it was just released a couple of months ago.